Just in a few weeks' time, you will be leaving office, and the opinion polls in Colombia suggest that a clear majority of your people disapprove of the job you have done. Why is that?
Well, let me tell you something that is interesting, Stephen, because 4 years ago, in the first round of the elections, I got 39% of the vote. When you look at the national polls that have been out, those are the same numbers that I have today. So I'll tell you, if I had the chance of running for re-election, for sure, I will fight for and I'll be re-elected because I think we have important results to show.
But you made big promises back in 2018. I remember them quite clearly. You said, and this is a quote from you, "We have an obligation to transform our country, restore security and confidence to citizens, promote entrepreneurship, work to a country with social justice." Surely what happened just a year ago in Colombia gave the lie to all of the promises you made. We saw thousands of people on the streets in cities across Colombia. We saw violence. We saw people who were so poor they could no longer stand it.
So let me tell you something that is important, Stephen. So let's look at the facts and then look at last year. On the facts, we have reached the lowest homicides rates in 40 years in Colombia. The lowest kidnapping rates since we have kidnapping indicators in Colombia. We have the largest reduction of multidimensional poverty since we started those measurements in 2010. And something that is also very important, we reached record highs in economic growth last year, and just this first trimester of 2022, it has been the best first trimester of this century in Colombia. Now about last year, which is very interesting, I think we saw three kinds of situations. One were legitimate, peaceful protests that we tried to address because people were affected by the pandemic and the aftermath of the pandemic. And that's why we also expanded the social safety net by basically doubling the beneficiaries of social programs in Colombia. The other thing we saw were people who wanted to put blockades in the street and affect the economic growth of the country. And I think those conditions are clearly criminal, and that's why some of those people were trialed. And the other thing that is important is that we understood that there was a voice from youngsters who wanted to have better opportunities in job seeking. Today, and this is very important, Stephen, when you look at the indicators that came out last week, we have the lowest labor informality since we have been measuring informality in Colombia.